goal is to have fun. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, without that, no matter what it is, right, it won't be successful. So make sure you build a team, but at the same time, for the team, right from the get-go, it should be all about fun. Depending upon the kind of culture within your company, right, try to gauge that. That's one thing. And then start building a team. Team is absolutely essential. And the way I look at it, right, for me that works is, I try to find the people that are social, people that are willing to, be a part of the team that goes, you need basically people who will go around and ask people, hey, you find that 10 to 20% of the people in any organization who are willing to give money right away. You send the first email out and boom, you will see that people are participating, either bring food or go online, donate and everything. That's just 20%, But 80% of the people, right, you need to go back and go back and go back. And in order to do that, you need that, depending upon the size of the organization, right? If your organization is within, a small building, you can do it yourself. But if it's big, or if it's even 100 people, right, you need to have a team. And the people in the team makes a big difference, because if you have a person who's a part of the team, but, just goes once and says, hey, would you like to donate? They will hardly get any response. People in marketing, convinced people in marketing to put this second harvest food drive goal on the front page. So, and we had a thermometer, and we would say every week 1, week 2, week 3, right? What is the percentage we have reached? We put the goal out there, and what is the percentage we achieved? That's one thing. And the other thing is we printed big flyers, and some 3 or 4 spots within the lunchroom and just outside the lunchroom, we put those big posters out there with the same thermometer showing, the percentage that we have achieved. That really helped, because, a lot of people don't read the email, right? So the only thing that people would notice and say, oh, wait a minute, we reached already 40%, 50%, and it was absolutely, what do you call, a motivator for people to come and say, okay, let's do more and let's see where we reach next week and things like that. And then I would send out an email saying that, week 1 we just reached 20%, so let's see week 2 whether we can go 30% more. So, so that's how we made it really happen.
Our company cafeteria, the organization, the vendor, actually partnered with us, and on one day donated, I think it was 50% of the proceeds in terms of the sales for the cafe sales. So, partnering with possible vendors, maybe at your cafeteria, or, I don't know, thinking about different ways to do that. The other thing is the food sorts. I'll say that again, but I think getting people to go to the food sorts is a way to just getting them more engaged in terms of the need and what's going on in the community. So basically just a variety of different ways, whether it's bake sales or whatever, because people will respond to different things. Whether or not, do you have the barrels, do you not have the barrels? And I don't know if you're struggling with that, but I think I've decided we're still going to have some barrels, because I think that's another visual, even if they don't get all the way filled, that it's a reminder. You run into that barrel, oh yeah, that's right, I haven't made my donation yet, I haven't gone out.
We accept anything and besides money. Some people are my volunteers, are not raising funds, they're writing posters, they're writing emails, they're designing posters. One's keeping the books, one's doing printing, some are people going around hanging posters. We'll take anything. We'll take your time, your talent, your resources, anything that you have to offer. Money's part of it, but money is not all of it. We look at wealth, and there's a lot more wealth than there is money. The second part, the last part, is to find people who are already in a group. We find one organization that is merging with another organization, and instead of having team building exercises at the Ramada Inn where you do silly exercises with string and stuff, they go on food sorts, and they go to Second Harvest and work together. We find a second example is a group, probably most companies have high potential young people who are in leadership development programs. We have some of those. Last year ours got together, held an e-waste collection. Everybody brought in their own junk out of their garages. They collected all that stuff and sold it for scrap and raised $4,700 for Second Harvest Food Bank. So sometimes people are already in a group, Our Runners Club helps co-sponsors with us the 5K run, which raises money for Second Harvest. So find people who are already together, who already have a purpose and a reason for being together, and then give them something to do that gives their group a better, a higher, and a more significant purpose. They're looking for something to do usually, and they're glad to see us show up.